Hi, everyone. Welcome to our first Summer to Success new training series. I am Amanda Thomas. I'm a senior director on your team. And on our call tonight, we also have Debbie Bry and Darlene LaVoy, who are going to be part of your training. So just wanted to kick it off here tonight and just say we are so excited to have you on this 6-week training session, and all of your leaders have been working really hard to come up with some amazing training topics to help you grow your business. So we really hope that you take this course seriously, you listen to what we're teaching you, and you agree to put into practice what we are teaching. And of course, we are going to have prizes for those that do, our top points winners, and we'll go over that in a little bit. So some of the topics that we're going to cover, we're going to cover social media. We're going to cover creating your why and story, how to share the products in the business, Facebook nail bars, vendor events, and overcoming some of the mental stuff. And of course, we have our national conference coming up here at the end of the month, and I'm sure we're going to learn some new things there that we're going to be able to share with you as well. So we might be changing it a little bit towards the end, but that's kind of the exciting thing about this training program. So just a little bit about how the next 6 weeks are going to go. The video links are going to be posted at 9 p.m. in our Summer to Success training group. That is every Monday night at 9. And the dates of the 6 calls are obviously, tonight's the first one, July 23rd, July 30th, August 6th, August 13th, and August the 20th. And then we're going to do our wrap-up call on Tuesday, September the 4th, so after Labor Day. And we did that so that you have the extra month end where you can actually earn promotions and some of those different things for your points. So we'll wrap up on September the 4th. In terms of the training, the videos are going to be between 35 and 40 minutes long, depending on the topic. And we just ask that you watch the video within 24 hours of it posting. And then at the end of every single call, we're going to have homework. And some of it's going to be on your own. Some of it we're going to ask you to share with your upline. Some we're going to partner off with some different people that maybe you've never met before. And we're going to ask you to do it with a partner. So it just depends on what the topic of the call is. But we promise that the homework is going to be relevant and helpful. And, it's going to help you with your business. So now onto the points. As I mentioned, every week there's going to be points, and you're actually going to award them to yourself. It's all completely on the honor system. And that Google document that you put your name on when you signed up for the call, you're going to put your points in there each week. So just keep track of them. Points have to be in by Monday at noon. So if you think you're going to forget that, go ahead and put a reminder on your calendar or something that's going to pop up at you and remind you. But points must be in by Monday at noon to count for the prizes and the recognition that we're doing. So the different points that we have, first, you get 1 point each week just for listening to the call and doing the homework. And again, this is on the honor system. So we're trusting that if you're giving yourself the points, you're doing the work. You get 1 point each for stripping, which is sampling a stranger, and you can get up to 14 points a week for doing that. So we talk about it being important to reach out to 2 new people each day. So if you're sampling a stranger, 2 people a day, that could be up to 14 points a week. You get 2 points for booking a nail bar in July, August, or September with a date on the calendar. So you have to have the date scheduled with the hostess. That's 2 points each. 5 points for signing a new stylist on your team, and 10 points for achieving a promotion. And the points actually start right now, the time that you're watching this call, forward. And then next week, we'll start the next week at noon on Monday when we put in the points. So today they start right now. Next week, they'll start Monday at noon. And then finally, we want you to be successful with this training. So we just asked a few things from you. So if you're on this training call, you really need to commit to putting your best effort forth and, participate in what we're asking you to do. We're actually going to ask you also to share things that you learn and things that work well for you with the entire team so that we can all be learning new things from everyone on the team and be growing our businesses that way. And then you must acknowledge your own accomplishments. I know sometimes that's hard for you to, admit when you've done something awesome, but we want you to acknowledge your accomplishments and really be proud of the success that you're having. And finally, we just want you to really stay positive and, create a warm learning environment for all of us on this call. So that's kind of the not fun stuff. And now I'm going to introduce Debbie Bry, who is our original beautifully polished team leader, who's going to cover our first training topic of SMART goals. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, everybody. Hi, thanks, Amanda. I'm super excited for this training, you guys. I think it's going to be amazing. I hope each night you watch this training and you walk away with some new ideas and just new energy to build your business for the week and to keep you motivated. So my topic tonight is goals. We all hear the word goals all the time, right? In all parts of our life. But when you think of goals, and I know you probably have many goals, but are those goals in your head or are those goals written down? Because we can have a lot of goals in our head, but until they're written down, they're not quite as real. It's easy if they're in your head to just put it off to the next day. But when you see them in writing and you have them posted, maybe on your window, in your car, on your refrigerator, and you keep reading them over and over, that's when you can really help put your goals into motion. So why do we have goals? Well, they help us and they give us motivation. They motivate us to do more. They help kind of fuel our life, fuel our business, which of course is what we want from Color Street. They give us a daily routine, and they can also give us the building blocks to hit that routine and keep us organized. When you run your own business, it's very, very easy to walk away from something, to say you're going to do it, but to put it off. We don't clock in at 9 in the morning and we don't leave at 5 at night. Our business is 100% our own. We're determining our hours. So it's very easy to say, I'm just going to do it tomorrow. I'm just going to do it tomorrow. But when you set these goals, it holds you more accountable to yourself, to your team, to other people. So I advise sharing your goal. Share your goal or goals with somebody that will help you with them. Someone who's a positive person, someone that's going to motivate you. And then that person can be checking in with your goals too, to see if you've hit them and how you've come with them. And I'm not sure if you guys have seen, the corporate put out some new videos recently, and in there they gave the acronym SMART for SMART goals. S is for specific, M is measurable, A attainable, R is relevant, and T is time bound. So I just kind of want to talk about each one of those letters a little bit in this training. So S, okay, we have to be specific. When writing goals, it's real important to be specific, especially for your daily or your weekly goals. When you're first starting out, I want you guys to think of a goal that's obtainable, all right? So in other words, your first goals might be a little bit easy for you, but the whole reason you want to start with a goal that you can accomplish is if you set your goals so high right off the bat and you don't achieve them, you're going to make your self-esteem go like this. The point of these goals is to build you up. So if you start with a goal that's going to be decently easy or attainable, that you're going to have to work for it, but you're pretty sure you can do it, that's going to help you motivate. It's going to help motivate. You're going to finish it. You're going to be excited to set your new goal, and maybe each time your goal is going to be a little bit higher. So you want to be specific. You want to clearly define what they are. So from the beginning, like I said, our weekly goals, you might start basic, but you want to define what they are. You don't want just a wish. You don't want a resolution, but this is something, a tangible action that you can actually put into place. So let's think about Color Street. Maybe you're going to set a sales goal. Maybe you're going to set a sponsoring goal. Maybe if you have team members, you're going to set a team goal. All right. So let's talk about what a sales goal would be. So let's talk about bonus qualifying. Maybe you are going to set your goal as $300 because you want to bonus qualify. In my mind, you should always have that as a goal. Your ground floor goal for sales should be $300. You don't want to put that as your top goal because you're always going to want to do more than 300. But if you say you're going to hit a minimum or the floor level of 300, then you're always going to try to go higher, but you're not going to go lower. Why should you do 300? Well, there's also all different reasons to do 300. This is a business. If you guys are on this call today, it means you're serious about your business. You want to improve your business. You want to learn new things on your business. If you are setting a goal of minimum of $300, one nail bar is $300. So if you're treating this like a business, you're doing one nail bar in a month. You might be able to maintain your business, but if you want to grow your business, you're probably going to have to keep moving that number up. Maybe next month is going to be 600, so you can then hit enhanced commission. But I would not look under the 300, because if you're doing under 300, chances are your business isn't going to grow because you're not selling, you're not getting in front of people, you're not meeting new stylists. So the more nail bars you do, so if you raise your goal a little bit, you get to 600. Now maybe I'm doing 2 nail bars. So now maybe I'm getting in front of more people. Now maybe I'm talking to more people, I'm getting more customers. Which kind of leads me into our next letter, which is M, which is measurable. So how can you track it? Well, I can easily track what my sales are. I can easily track what my sponsoring is. But let's talk about the difference. So if I set a $300 goal one month, the next month I set $600. I want to see how that measures out. When I sold $300, how many new customers did I get? How many new stylists did I get? Okay, next month, now I did 600. Did I get more new customers? Did I sponsor more people? I did. So now maybe I'm going to move to $800. And I want you to measure by the more you sell, the more nail bars you do, is it helping your business grow in other areas? So that's a great way to measure if you can compare goals as you keep increasing them and see how they change your business overall. So A is attainable. Again, we talked about that short-term goal being something that should be attainable. So I'm going to set it. I want to be able to hit it. So give yourself a reward. It's okay. Sometimes corporate offers rewards. Sometimes our team offers rewards. It's okay to give yourself a reward too. You're going to start your goals with something that's pretty decent to hit, and then give yourself a reward for it. I know if I sell $400 this month, I'm going to treat myself to 2 Starbucks in a week, because maybe that's a special treat for you. Maybe it's going to be you get to go to the mall and buy that shirt that you've wanted, for $30. Whatever motivates you. If it's something that doesn't motivate you, I wouldn't set it. Maybe it's going to be go get a massage. I know if I do $1,200 this month, then I'm going to go get a massage. So set a little personal goal. Maybe it's just going to be, I am going to call my upline, because maybe that's a rewarding thing, because I want to be able to talk with my upline if I hit this goal. So whatever it is, make your goal attainable, and then you can always build on it and make them higher and higher. Give yourself a reward for doing it. When you're making your goals, you should really write down steps. That's what's going to help you make them attainable. How are you going to get there? So for example, I set my goal for doing $600 a month now. Well, I know I want to start earning enhanced commission. So I need to write down how I'm going to get there. Well, $600 if our average nail bar is $300. I know that for sure I need to set up 2 to 3 nail bars minimum to hit my $600. I know that I probably need to talk to at least 10 strangers a week. I know that I need to call 5 people a day to maybe talk to them about the business to see if they want a nail bar, to help me get those nail bars, to help me get those sales. So write down realistic steps. Don't just write the goal if you don't know how you're going to get there. Write the steps that are going to help you achieve it. All right? And I think it'll make it seem more real to you. Make it relevant. Of course, these goals are all relevant to us, right? I mean, anything with your sales, your team, your sponsoring, that's going to be relevant to Color Street. But if I'm a brand new stylist and I signed up next week, my goal for this week should not be to be a team leader. That's going to be so far out of my reach within 1 week of signing up. So it's not as relevant to me. Right now, relevant might be for me to get my back office set up, get some Facebook stuff set up, start working on my Jumpstart, get my launch party ready. That might be more realistic goals for you. And then you work on your sales goals. And then as you start your business, then something relevant to you might be, I want to become a senior stylist within 2 months. I want to become a team leader within my first 2 months. So make sure you're putting these goals at what's appropriate for you now for your weekly goals. But perhaps your long-term goals are going to be something like becoming a team leader, which kind of takes us to our last letter, letter T, which is time. You want to set these in a timely manner. If I were you, I'd be making daily habits and organizing yourself with a daily structure of what you're going to do to hit your weekly goals. And then your weekly goals are going to help you hit your monthly goals. And then you can have those bi-monthly or, by whatever month I want to hit something. But definitely start with weekly goals and monthly goals. I don't want to say a daily thing is a goal. I want to say that a daily to me is more the activity that's getting you to the goal. So set your priorities, organize your time that are going to do your productive priorities, which will get you to your goals for the week and for the month. So one of the biggest tips I can give you in setting goals is get on everything you can for our team. Get on any training you can. Doing these trainings is a huge jump. Getting on calls during the week, if we have a Q&A or a team call, if we have a training call, we have lots of recordings from different other people out there. Read books. Personal development is real key for helping you, not only just keeping you motivated, it gets you around people who are like you, that are motivated, that are goal setters, that are positive people. Those are the people that are going to help you work your business, set your goals. No matter how long you've been in this business, I don't care if you've been in 1 week or 12 years, you can always learn something new from somebody, because direct sales no one person has every single answer. We all have little bits that work for us. So when we all compile these little bits through training and through videos and through books, you pick up little nuggets here and there, and all those little nuggets, some are going to work for you and some aren't. A week from now, a totally different one may work for you. So the more you can develop yourself personally, I think the more progress you're going to see in hitting your goals and keeping that attitude that you need to build your business and to stay positive. So that would be one of my biggest things. So I will tell you my homework for you after Darlene gives her talk. So I hope you learned a little bit more and you are ready to set your goals. And I'd like to introduce Darlene LaVoy, who is our newest senior director. Darlene has been in with us since August 31st, so kind of September. She really couldn't do a lot on her first day in the business. Her team this month has done $15,304. Pretty amazing already. Her team overall, her career sales is $260,338. How amazing is that? She's over $250,000. Her own personal sales, $21,721. So you ladies are going to hear from somebody who obviously knows what she's doing. She has had success in sales and building a team that is clearly successful as well. So take it away, Darlene.
Hello, everyone. As Debbie said, I just got to the rank of senior director, and as Debbie has said before for herself, no one does that alone. We have a great team of girls that, including my upline, my sponsor, Amanda, and Debbie, and everyone on my team that really works well together and just tries to help each other out. And that's really what I like about this business, and why it was so important for me to be on this call to show you today how to find stuff that you're looking for answers to questions, finding information, and how to run your business. I love to help people find all the information and help them to learn how to do setting up nail bars to closing their nail bar to setting up their Facebook page and all that stuff. So it's really a passion of mine. The technology side of it is more appropriate for me, I guess, just because I love it so much. But I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I am because I've been asked to do that. Nobody really likes talking about themselves, I'm sure, but I am a veteran of the Air Force. I was in for 4.5 years, And the Air Force really provided a lot of direction and discipline for me. And I met my husband there. We've been married we've been married 30 years this year. We have a 24-year-old daughter who is back home, finding the job of her, like a permanent job now. So she just started with that. And so she's home now. I got into direct sales a few years back, and just kind of did it to have something for myself. And all along after leaving the military, it's really hard to find for me. Being a mom was like one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. But having the accomplishment of jobs in my life really that it's hard to say, oh, great job doing the dishes, or great job cleaning the house. There's not a lot of recognition in that, and not recognition. Accomplishment and just a sense of accomplishment for me. So I found that actually in Color Street because it just, as time went by, I started the business just kind of to have another source of income, and because I love doing my nails. I had acrylics for 20 years. I've always told people that, and I had them off for about 3 weeks, and I was probably about 20 feet from a nail salon when I found Amanda, and she stripped me with some nails, and the rest is history. I've been stripping strangers ever since. But one of the biggest, I think your whys change in the whole course of you getting into a business and doing some sort of direct sales, whether you're in a traditional business or in direct sales, your why changes for that all along. And I think with direct sales, it's easier to accomplish what you want to accomplish because you set your own goals, and you can blaze your own path, basically, is what I'm trying to say. With that, I just, with my newest promotion, and I just realized that I was able to start contributing to our household income and expenses. And that was one of the best things for me, that the sense of accomplishment and being able to help that and help my husband, even though he's never expected it along the way. I think that's one thing that Amanda wanted me to touch on. I'm not very good about talking about myself because I don't really care for that so much. I guess the recognition part of it isn't for me. So I get a little bit tongue-tied, but I love the technology. So on to this, I'm going to show you where to find all the information that you need to know. I encourage you to find your why, and that's going to be a later topic that Amanda's going to touch on. But along the way, it's going to change for you. But setting your goals can help you realize the things that you want to attain, and what Debbie was talking about. So I'm going to switch this over to share my screen with you. I want to make sure that I have the screen up that we want to talk about first. So I don't search around too much here. So here is the Trello screen. Not the Trello screen, the Zoom screen. So it's important to be able to know where to find information. You want to be able to look for it first, and if you can't find the answer, then look to your upline, and then go to Beautifully Polished, our group pages. The more you are able to find on your own, the better the answers, find your own answers, the better leader you're going to become as you start building and training your team. So tell them, excuse me, you're going to find the majority of your information in your welcome letter and in your Trello board. If you don't have a Trello board, make sure you go to your upline and have them get you one. If they can't help, keep asking until you find someone that can. All the info that you need is there. I'm going to show you right here. So Debbie just talked about the importance of setting goals. Here's where you can find that information. Smart Start to Jumpstart. And don't be afraid when you get into Trello to kind of just poke around in here, because there's a lot of great information. You can even have this on your phone if you need to pull something up really quickly for your teammate. You can send them a message, and if they say, hey, how can I set my goals? You can go in right in here in their board and click the @ sign and send them a message and say, here you go. There's where you can find it. The Trello, don't be afraid of the Trello board, because this thing is just an amazing tool. Debbie just talked again about why it's important to bonus qualify, and that's right there. You can find information there. Your jumpstart dates, and they'll be updated with due dates for yourself and what it takes to get to those jumpstart dates. So those are all in there. You might want to know the comp plan. And the comp plan has just changed, so you might want to familiarize yourself with the new comp plan. So that is right here. The updated comp plan is right here in that PDF. So you can go right there to find that information as well. Then it's important to be a student of this business. So you want to learn as much as you can and be a sponge, just taking in that information. The corporate has done some initial training videos that come out in emails. And you should have received this one first, and that talks about planning and setting goals. We've just incorporated these into our Trello board so that you can find the information easier. So social media do's and don'ts are here. So these are some of the corporate emails that have come through. Corporate training is going to be all down here. All our training call days are listed here, as well as we're going to have some links to some of the corporate training that's been done and some of the training with Sherry McAllister. So those will all be in there as well. Right here, there's links to the Color Street logo, the brand guidelines. You want to familiarize yourself with that. And what's important about this information that's even on the Trello board, we try to get this updated as much as possible. And you might have even downloaded the information. When this information might change, you want to make sure you have the most recent, like say, copy of the comp plan. So we just downloaded this from the website. I'm going to show you how to get there as well. There's a lot of valuable information on the corporate page, and I'm going to take you right there. You can find this information right here under resources. And I clicked on that, and when I first came on, all I did was familiarize myself with the whole back office. Okay, you'll be able to set up your profile and your back office website information on this tab. But what I want to tell you is that all the information that corporate has for you, you'll find the browser instructions here, business documents to include the comp plan, and there's the comp plan summary. Which is more easy to share with someone when you need to share the comp plan. The terms of agreement, policies and procedures. Those are good information to know. There's information about sales tax there. I don't want to go through everything because you can look through that information there, but just want to show you where to find it. So if I were looking up the brand guidelines, I'd click on this little arrow right here, and then I can bring up the Color Street brand guidelines. And it's very easy. You just download it and save it to your computer. And that's where you would go to find information, the newest information that we have from Color Street. The last place you want to look is on our team pages. I'm going to show you here on Beautifully Polished. Every week, Debbie changes this up here to reflect our latest calls and the information on how to get there. So this is the week of July 15th, so that's Sunday. So tonight we actually have our Catch the Color Street Vision call, and you'll be listening to this after that. So hopefully you're able to tune in. But that's where you find some of the links to what training is going on this week. If you're looking for ways to close a party and you want to go and you haven't been able to find it anywhere else, we have some videos that you can do that. And all you have to do is search on here, close a party, in the Facebook group page, excuse me. So how do you close a party? There's some questions here. We can look for a video on closing a party. You just have to kind of look through the close. I don't see the video closing a party. So if you don't see it the first time, you can kind of look. And here's a video that we created to help you close a party. I know Sharon Crispin has done a couple, and I've done a couple myself. You might want to find I don't know, setting up your website. Or a nail bar, in-home nail bar. We have that video, nail bar video. So you can do that. There's the mock nail bar of an in-home nail bar that Debbie Bride did, and Amanda posted it up here for us. So that's where you can find a lot of the information there on Beautifully Polished. I'm going to stop sharing this for a second and show you how you can do that also on your phone, because it's different on a phone, how to search for the information. Hi, guys. I'm back. So I'm going to go to Beautifully Polished on my phone. And then you can see up here, this is an Android phone, and I think it's similar on it. Let me see. Can I see that? There we go. See right up here, it says search in Beautifully Polished. So you can search right there in Beautifully Polished. See, it's searching in the group. And that's how you would find some of the information on your cell phone. So I hope that helps you out. And I appreciate y'all being here for the training, and I hope you get a lot from it. And just back to you, Amanda and Debbie. Got to unmute yourself.
Thanks, Darlene. Great job.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining in. We have homework for you all now. We had some great training, a lot of great tips today. And did you each want to give your own homework, or was I giving the homework? How was that?
I have my own homework.
Okay, go ahead.
I was a teacher,
okay.
So I like to give a lot of homework. No, I won't give you too much homework. Okay, so my homework for you guys, of course, is setting goals. So over the next week, I want you to set a sales goal, a weekly sales goal, or you can have, I guess, because we're at the end of the month, we could say by the end of July. So by the end of July, what is your goal for sales, and what is your goal for sponsoring? And then I want you to set a personal growth goal. Does that mean you are going to read one book? Does that mean you're going to watch 3 videos? You pick what your goal is for that. And then with your personal goal with that is, what do you want to get out of that? What are you hoping to get out? So don't just set the goal of watching it, but take notes during it, and what are you hoping to get out of it? And then reassess your goal to see if you got it. Maybe you're going to Google overcoming objectives, and you're going to watch some videos from different direct sales people out there, because your goal is, what can I do to handle when people say no? And so for my personal growth, I'm going to try to watch 3 different videos to watch what 3 different people recommend to me. Okay, so make a personal, a sales, a sponsoring, and then if you have a team member at all, think of a goal you want to set with your team. Is it going to be something about communicating with them closer, helping them, do something, setting up calls, whatever it is, but I want you to set a goal with your team as well. All right, so you have 3, maybe 4 goals, depending where you are in your business. And we'll type these up and put them in the page too.
Okay, so my homework is that I'd love for you to have a Trello board. And so if you don't have a Trello board, you need to talk to your upline about the Trello board and getting one. And then you need to accept the invite and go onto Trello and search around in your Trello board for yourself. Now we are going to be updating, I believe, Debbie, we're going to be putting a new one on Beautifully Polished. So how do you want to handle that?
I think we'll put it in both Beautifully Polished and this group. It'll be up for after this video. So after you guys are done watching this, we'll put it up. If you have the current Trello board, you saw it was totally different than our one Darlene just showed you. That's because we've spent a lot of time this weekend updating everything. So we'll send everybody the updated version.
Sounds great.
All right. Thank you both, Darlene and Debbie, for all your work. I know they put a ton of time into that Trello board this weekend and just getting it updated for all of you. And hope you all enjoyed our first call. Looking forward to getting to know you all a little bit better during this training session. And we will see you next week.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Enjoy your homework, and I
Thank you,
hope you
Amanda.
learn something new.
Thank you, Amanda, for doing everything for us. Sorry, Debbie. Amanda spent a lot of time on all of our training and getting this training set up for us, and I hope that you all benefit tremendously from this. So go ahead, Debbie. You can I talked over you a little bit there, hon.
Oh, no, that's all right. So I think, Amanda did a great job at laying out what all the points were. And like Darlene said, she's organized everything here and put this whole point system together. So we're very appreciative to Amanda for doing that. And Darlene, thank you so much for lots of good tips, because one of the hardest things is figuring out where we have lots of places for information. So like Darlene said, you're going to Facebook to Beautifully Polished, use the search tool. Go to a Trello board if you don't have one. All of our information is in there to answer questions. And now, what's your third one? I lost it. What's the third thing you showed?
Corporate page.
Oh, yeah, corporate resources. Thank you. Your corporate resources. So make sure you take advantage of that. Now, that'll be changing with our changeover in about a month, but there'll still be a resource tab there, too, that we'll just have to reteach you guys of where to look for that. So there's lots of things available. So as Darlene showed you different ways to look those up, please take advantage of that and search through that this next week.
All right.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.